Hmm. Oh. Okay. Now then, so like operator. Okay. So I just written some queries using like. Okay. So pattern matching. So like is used for what? Pattern comparison. So between is for range comparison, in is for list comparison, and like is for pattern comparison. But when you use like, so sometimes the problem is if you were search based on A, no problem. Search based on S, no problem. Sometimes search based on underscore, problem comes. Search based on percentage, problem comes. Because underscore and percentage are what? Underscore and percentage are wildcard characters. They're wildcard characters. Your set is also based on wildcard character. Then problem comes. To overcome this problem, what Oracle is introduced escape. Okay. Then so name contains underscore. So before underscore, give what? Backslash. Before underscore, give backslash. Then so the character that immediately follows backslash is not treated as wildcard character. It is treated as a normal character. Name contains percentage. Just before this percentage, give backslash. So the character that immediately follows backslash, this percentage is not treated as wildcard character. Okay, then now, and you have to mention what is backslash is. Escape backslash. Okay, and suppose next I'll ask name contains two underscores. The name should contain two underscores, but the two underscores can be anywhere. Name contains two underscores, but the two underscores can be anywhere. Then name contains two A's. How you write? Name contains two A's. Where what? Name contains two A's. Where customer name like then percentage what? A percentage A percentage. Yes. Name contains two A's. Percentage A percentage A percentage. Yes. So before A, some characters are there. After A, some characters are there. Again A. After A, some characters are there. But two underscores. Instead of A, what? Instead of A, what? Underscore. Here you give one underscore. Here also you give one underscore. But you tell Oracle, don't treat this underscore as a wildcard character. Then give backslash. Here also give one backslash. So the character that immediately follows backslash is not treated as wildcard character. So then you say escape backslash. Escape backslash. Okay. Then so it is showing only one. What that is? Our table contains three rows, but it is showing only one because this name contains what? Two underscore. That's all. Then clear. Okay. Okay, now. So that's all. This is what This is what like how to use like. Next one is that what is an operator is operator, then is operator. So what I'm doing is introducing the different operators. So you are learning how to write where conditions by using different operators. You already know three: between, in, like. One more is that is. So when we use is operator for null comparison. Okay, use is operator for null comparison. For comparison with null values, Oracle is given a special operator called is. Okay. Then, so this is just only for comparison with null. How to use? You have to use like this: where column name is null, where column name is not null. Okay, where column name is null, where column name is not null. Okay, now. So if you see the table, you see this table. In this table, some of this employees what salary is what null. So these two employees are not earning the salary. That salary is null. So I want to find out. I want to find out employees what not earning salary. Not earning salary means that salary is null. Okay. So find the employees not earning the salary. Then how to write? Select start from EMP where what salary. Salary. Can I write salary equal to null? Salary equal to null. Then salary equal to null. But it's showing no rows. But there are two employees' salaries what null, but it's not selecting. Why? Because nulls cannot be compared with what equal to. Don't compare null values with equal to. Compare null values with what is operator. So don't use equal to operator, use is operator. Then what you have to say, commission is null. So there is a special operator to compare null values, that is use is. Understood now? Then so salary is null, but don't write salary equal to null. Salary is null. Then let's see here. Salary is null. There are two employees' salaries are what's it? Null. One is so these two. Okay. Now, suppose if I ask, I want to find out employees what earning salary. Then I want to find out employees earning salary. Then what? Ah, salary what not equal to null. How to write not equal to null? Hmm? Then so you use this operator, not equal to null. Salary not equal to null. Can we use this operator? No, because that's what I'm saying. When null comparison, then compulsory have to use what is. So salary not equal to null. Then you have to write salary is not null. Salary is not null. Not null means not equal to null. Is null means equal to null. Then not null means not equal to null. Okay. Sir, clear now? Then so then see this is not null. Then so all these employees are earning what's the salary. Okay. And not only for salary, even for job also. Even for job. Job is what? Job is null. And so there are two employees. Job is null. Job is not null. Yes, job is not null. Okay. So for any field, you can use this for any field. Character field, numeric field, date field, any field. That's so nothing more than this. So this purpose is only comparison with what? Null. Now, so then see, you learn mainly column name what between value 1 and value 2, where column name in value 1, value 2, value 3, where column name like then pattern, where column name is null. That's all. So how to use these operators? Okay. Then, okay. Now, so but how to make this negative? How to make it negative? Hmm? Not between. How to make it negative? Not in. How to make it negative? Not like. Not like. How to make it negative? Is not null. Okay, na? Not between. Not in. Not like. Is not null. That's all. Okay. There. Now. So then you can also use this tool. There is one more tool. What the tool is called? SQL Developer. Then SQL Developer. So like Eclipse. Huh? You know the difference? Edit plus Eclipse or Notepad Eclipse. Okay, same difference. Whatever the difference is there between Notepad and Eclipse, same difference is there. Up to now, what is the tool we use it? What is the tool we use it? SQL plus. So whatever the difference is there between Notepad and Eclipse, same difference is there between SQL plus and SQL Developer. Okay, then. So now let's see. Now, sir, here, if we want to work, already one user is there. What that user we created? Already we created one user, batch 9 a.m. Can we use that account here? Can we use that batch 9 a.m. in SQL Developer? Yes or no? Yes. See, once you can. Sir, here, then you have to be clear with concepts. Then, suppose we created a user. What the user we created? There is a database. This is the database. In database, I created a user. What the user we created? Batch 9 a.m. Sir, till now, we connected to batch 9 a.m. by using SQL plus. We connected to batch 9 a.m. by using SQL plus. By using SQL plus, you connected to batch 9 a.m. Now, today we are using what? SQL, what's it? Developer. I want to connect to batch 9 a.m. using SQL Developer. Possible or not? Possible, because where this user, the user is not in SQL plus, the user is database. So here, SQL plus separate database, SQL Developer separate database, not like that. There is only one database, and we connecting to database using SQL plus and using SQL Developer. For Notepad, you use separate JVM and Eclipse separate JVM. Huh? Do you use like that? Separate JVM for Notepad, separate JVM for Eclipse? Like, no, not like that. There is only one JVM. So you use either Notepad or you use, here also same thing. There is only one database. So with that, we can connect to database using SQL plus or using SQL Developer. Already one user is there, na? Batch 9 a.m. Then, so I want to connect to batch 9 a.m. using SQL Developer. Then what you have to do? You have to create a connection. Create a connection. Right click. What? New connection. We are not creating new user. The user is already there. We are creating a connection to that user. Understood? Then new connection. So it is asking what? Connection name. Connection name. The name of the connection. Like what? Let's say batch 9 a.m. Batch 9 a.m. What the username? Username is also batch 9 a.m. Your connection name can be anything. You can give any name, but username must be batch name already created. You are using that username, batch 9 a.m. What is the password? It is asking password. Oracle, localhost, port. SID means here database name. Database name. Name of the database. What is the database name? Okay, na? Name of the database. Okay. So how to find database name? Here, database name is XC, but you check in your system database name is what? You give that name here. By default, it is giving XC, but you check in your system what is the database name. How to find the database name? Then go to what? SQL plus. Open /assist DBA. /assist DBA. You connected to admin. You connected to admin. Run this query. Select what's it? Name from V dollar database. Run this query. Select a name from V dollar database. What is this query gives? Name of the database. Database name. What is the database name? What is the database name? ORCL. In my system, database name is ORCL. Okay. Query to find the name of the database. Select name from V dollar database. You run this query in DBA. Connect to the DBA. Execute this query. So this query is to find the name of the database. So, okay, then next, once you know the database name, just give the database name here. Okay, then understood now? Then now let's see. Let's go to this. Then let's go to this here. Give the database name. What is the database name? WARCL. WARCL. Okay, database name is WARCL. That means what you are doing? You are creating a connection to WARCL database. You are in SQL Developer. You are creating a connection to WARCL database. In WARCL database, you are creating a connection to which user? Okay, na? You are creating a connection from SQL Developer. You are creating a connection to WARCL database. In WARCL database, database contains number of users. You are creating connection to which user? Batch 9 a.m. Understood? Then, so tell me what this represents. What this represents? Connection. This represents what? Connection. Connection to what? WARCL database. In which user? in SQL database, which user? Batch 9 a.m. Okay, then. So let us click test button. Here, there is a test button. Click test button. What is test button means? It will check whether this given values are right or wrong. Database name is right or wrong. Username is right or wrong. Password is right or wrong. It will check the, then click test. Then, so test is what's it? What is success? Success means the details are correct. Now you can connect. Now connect. Now click connect. So when you click connect, after you connect, then okay, na? After you connect, so then query window opens. Here query window opens. Run the queries. What is the query? Select start from EMP. Select start from EMP. There is a button here. Click this button. So what is this button? What is this? Gives EMP table data. Okay, na? Select start from EMP. Run this query. So when you run this query gives EMP table data. Yes. Now, then what is the advantage? Okay, na? What is the advantage? What is this is called IDE. This is called IDE. SQL plus is not IDE. SQL plus is like editor. It's not IDE. You know the difference? Editor and IDE. Huh? You know the difference, no? Editor and IDE. Okay. Then now, like suppose then, for example, then see like editor what editor what's it? ID. Okay. So where we use this editors and IDs, where we use editors and IDs, we use in development. Yes or no? What are the activities in development? In development, what are the regular activities? Mainly four. What is that for? Coding, then compilation, execution, debugging. Okay, na? Coding, compilation, execution, debugging. Okay, then see in editor, coding is possible. Editor means like notepad. Notepad is editor. So editor, coding is possible. Yes. Okay, na? Then is compilation is possible? No. Then execution is possible? No. Debugging is possible? No. Then so editor supports only coding. But when it comes to IDE, in IDE, coding is possible. Yes. Compilation is possible. Yes. Execution is possible. Yes. Debugging is possible. Yes. And example, notepad. Example, here what's a SQL developer. Okay. Then so actually why it is IDE stands for integrated development environment. Why it is called integrated? What are integrated? It is called integrated, na? What are integrated? Coding, compilation, execution, debugging tools are integrated in single environment. Okay, na? Coding, compilation, execution, debugging tools are integrated in single environment. So that is called IDE. Okay, then all the tools required for coding, compilation, execution, debugging are integrated in single environment. That is called IDE. Then so then so integrated development environment. Then what is this is? All the tools required for coding, compilation, execution, debugging. Okay, debugging are integrated in single environment. called IDE. If possible, you install this also. Simple. Just go to Google, type what SQL Developer download. You'll get a link. Open that link. Then download. You'll get a folder. Open the folder. SQL Developer application will be there. Double click and opens. No need to do installation. You'll receive a folder. When you download, you'll get a folder. That folder contains SQL Developer tool. Open that. Then this is open. Okay. Then okay. Then so that's all. This is what IDE is. Okay. Then okay. So there is one more IDE, that is Toad. 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 They use SQL Developer or they use Toad. Some companies use SQL Developer. Some companies use Toad. Like your Eclipse and NetBeans. Yes. Yes or no? Some companies use Eclipse. Some companies use NetBeans. Similarly, here also we have two, SQL Developer and Toad. Okay. Then so most of the companies now they use this one, SQL Developer. Okay. Then what is the advantage? Huh? What is the advantage? What is the advantage? Coding is what's it? Easy. Then suppose, see, I'll expand this. This one, batch 9am. Batch 9am is our connection. So this connection represents batch 9am user with password. Yes. Open this. Open. Okay. Na? Then when you open, you can see list. What database contains. Okay. Na? What batch 9am is user na? What user creates? User create this. User creates what? Tables. User creates views. User creates index, packages, procedures, functions like this. Understood? Then. So, like you know how to create what? You know how to create what? Tables. You know how to create tables. Select what? Tables. I want to create a table. How you create the table? You know now how to create the table. Create table name. But here, this offers GUI feature. This offers what? GUI means graphical user interface. How? Right click tables, right click, select new table. Select what? New table. When you select new table, then what it will ask? Table name. It is asking table name. Okay. Then I'm just creating a table name. What is the table name? Okay. Then so customer, CUST, customers underscore IND, Indian customers data. I'm creating a table for storing Indian customers data, cust underscore IND. Then what is table contains? In table, in creating the table, what you declare? Columns. You declare the column. Column one. What the column one is? Customer ID. What is the data type? Customer ID. Data type is, it is showing the list of data types. From that list, select number. What is the size? 2. Okay. So first column. Second column. I want one more column. Click plus button. Click plus button. One column is added. Customer what? Name. Customer name. Then varchar 2. What is the size? 20. I want one more column. Plus customer age. Customer what? Age. Age is what type? Number. How many digits? 2 digits or 3 digits, whatever. Okay. Then so ID, name, age. Then click what? OK. When you click OK, then what happens? Table is created. Click OK. Table is created. You see the table? Select star from what? Cust underscore IND. Execute the query. So table, customer ID, name, age. But we are not inserted any data. Yes or no? That's all. Simple, no? Okay. Now, so this is what is this is GUI facility. But this is not actually what is required for you. Okay, now after gaining experience, this is okay. But in the beginning, this is not good. What you have to learn? Commands. Commands are important. Okay, now what is important is commands. Commands are important. Okay, then. So then suppose now expand the tables, expand these tables. When you expand the tables, it is showing the list of tables. How many tables? 4 tables. EMP, customer, student, customer ID, customer India. Suppose if I select customer India, then it is showing. If I select table, one table, I select EMP table, then it is showing the EMP table structure. If I select student table, then it is showing the student table structure. If I select customer India, it is showing customer India table structure. Okay, now field name, number, 20 bytes. Okay, then suppose if I say what, for example, data, any data is there? Here, you see that columns, it will show the columns, data, it will show the rows, but any rows are there? No, just now we created. We created this table just now. We are not inserted any row. I want to create the row. Then create the row plus. Then what? Enter. What is it? 10. Customer 10. Next. Insert the row. Customer what? 10. Customer name ABC. Okay. Customer name. Age 30 something. I want to insert one more row. Plus. Next one. Customer ID 11. Name is B. Then 25. Like this. So after inserting this, there is a button here. What is that button? Commit. Click this commit. When you click this commit, what happens? Save it. That means you are not typing the commands. You are using click, double click buttons, clicking the buttons like that. So this is called GUI. Okay. Then now go to the query. Now go to the query window. Now select star from customer India. Now it shows 2 rows. Because we inserted 2 rows now. Yes or no? That's sir, got it? Then okay. Now okay. Now so then sir, you learned what you learned is you learned what sir, how to write where conditions using different operators. Yes. Now next, suppose what user is asking, user wants to see employee names, salaries. Listen, employee names and salaries. What? Select e name, salary from EMP. Salaries are there, no? But is not asking salary, is asking what? Annual salary. Is not asking salary, is asking annual salary. But what the actual table contains? You see the table, actual table contains what? What is the actual table contains? Salary. The table contains salary, but is not asking salary, is asking annual salary. If you know salary, can't you calculate the annual salary? Yes. How? Select what? How you write? Select not star. Is not asking all. Is asking only 2. What is that is? E name annual. And then see, you have to be clear. That's all. See, if you want to see all the fields, select star. But if you want to see particular fields, type the field names. E name, comma salary. Then it will show only salary, but is not asking salary. Is asking annual salary. Then multiply the salary with what? 12. So then it will show annual salary. So actual table contains monthly salary, but is asking annual salary. Salary is 5,000. Then it is multiplied with 12, 60,000. Salary is what? 8,000. It is multiplied with what? 12, 96,000. Okay, 9,000. Okay, na? 1,08,000. So 4,000, 48,000. Yes or no? So what it is showing? Each and every employee annual salary. But you see the heading. What the heading it is showing? See the heading. See the heading. What is the heading it is showing? Salary into 12. Okay. Because you written query, you are the developer, you know what is sal into 12. You are the developer, you know what is sal into 12. But if end user will see that, it don't understand what is sal into 12. It doesn't know star is a multiplication operator. Sir, you are developers, you know what is star is. But end users are not technical. End users are non-technical. They don't know star is a multiplication operator. Yes or no? Okay, na? So they don't understand what is sal into 12. So always don't show the what expressions as headings. Don't show the expression as heading. Show names. Names they can easily understand. Expression they don't understand. If you write annual salary, they'll understand. If you write salary into 12, they don't understand. Yes or no? Then I want to change the heading. How to change this heading? To change this heading, what we have to use? We have to use one. Then ename sal into 12 from MP. This is the query. But what this query will show? Ename sal into 12. Ename is Sachin. Sal into 12 is 60,000. Okay. Then ename is what? Arvind. Salary is 96,000. Then so it will show the output like this. Okay. But what is my requirement? I don't want to show this heading. I want to change this heading for easy to read. Your report should be, your output should be easy to read. Okay. Then easy to understand. So then change the heading. How to change the heading? What we have to do? So give some name to this sal into 12. Give some name. This is expression, na? What is this expression? Arithmetic expression. Yes. So give some name to this expression. How to give the name to this expression? That is called what? Alias. That is called what? Alias. What is alias means? Okay. Then then so what is then alias? Alias means what? Another name or alternative name. Alias means another name or alternative name. Then aliases are used to change column heading. Used to change column heading. Okay. Aliases are used to change the headings. If you want to change this heading, this is the heading. You want to change this heading, then use alias. Okay. Then now, how to declare alias? What the syntax is? Column name, otherwise expression as alias. So this is the syntax. Column name, expression as alias. We can give the alias for column. We can give the alias for expression. Okay. As is the keyword, but this keyword is in square brackets. Means it is this as keyword is optional. It's not compulsory. It is mentioned in square brackets means it is not compulsory. Okay. Now let's see the example. Same example. What is select what's that? E name, sal into 12. Then give name. How to give the name? Follow the syntax. What? As what? As what is the name you want to show? What is the heading you want to show? Annual salary. Annual salary from EMP. Just giving name to sal into 12. The name given to this is ANN sal. Okay. Okay. Oh, now see the difference. Okay. See the difference. So sal into 12 annual salary. Execute this query. Then so heading is changed or not? Yes. Earlier it is shown sal into 12. Now it is changed to ANN sal. But even user says not ANN sal. He wanted annual salary. Full name, not ANN sal. Short form. Okay. And then what you write? You write like this. What? Annual salary. Annual salary. Run this. Then this gives error. This gives what? Error. Why? Sorry, ANN sal means it is working. But if you give annual space salary, it's not working. It is giving error. Why? Huh? Simple bar space. What? Space. Space is not allowed. Sir, in Oracle. Okay, na? You know identifiers? Identifiers. In programming languages, identifiers. Identifiers means if you go to Java bus, what are the identifiers? Variable name, class name, method name. What are there? Identifiers. Okay, now there are some rules for identifiers. Yes or no? Here also there is a rule for identifier. Already I given the rules. What is that rule? Name should not contain space. Name should not contain special characters. I given the rules. Name should start with alphabet. I given the rules now. Okay. So, but here this name contains what? Space. Name, any name, table name, column name, alias name, any name should not contain what? Space. So it's giving error. So if name contains space, then you do one thing, give it in double quotes. If name contains space, then give it in what's it? Double quotes. Give it in double quotes. So if you give it in double quotes, then it will not check the rules, it will ignore the rules. If you don't give it in double quotes, it will check the rules. So whether the name is satisfying the rules or not. If you give it in double quotes, it will not check, it will ignore. Now run this query. Okay, now it is working or not? Yes, e-name, annual salary. So understood? Then so now if it contains space, then what? Huh? If it contains space, then give it in. If it contains space, then give it in double quotes. Okay, then okay, now Okay. Then, so what is this query? This query so shows annual salary. If it contains space, then give it in double quotes. Okay. Then one question is asked. What is that? Create a table with name 123. Create table with name 123. Then create table with name 123. Create table what? 123. A number, B number, C number. I'm creating a table with name 123. Run this command. What this gives? Error. What it says? Invalid table name. Invalid table name. Why? Rule. What is the rule? Table name should start with alphabet, but your table name is starting with digit. Digit. Yes. Then you do one thing. Give it in what? Give it in. Give the table name in double quotes. If you give the what I said, if you give it in double quotes, it will not check the rules. It will ignore the rules. Then click this. Now, so table is what, sir? Table 123 is what? Created. That's all. Understood, na? Then, so if you give it in double quotes, it will not check. It will ignore the rules. Okay. Then, okay. Now, so what is this query showing? Employee names and annual salary with heading. Okay. Earlier it is shown salary into 12. Now it will not show salary into 12. Now it will show what? Now what it will show? It will show what? Annual salary. Then, okay. Then, okay. So what is this? Next. Next. Suppose I'll ask display employee name experience. Display employee name and experience. Is experience is there in the table? Huh? Experience in the there in the table? No. What is there in the table? Huh? Hide date. What is table? Actual table contains. You see, select start from what's that? EMP. You see that. Select start from what? EMP. You run this query. Then, so what is table contains? What is table contains? Hide date. Table contains hide date. So, but what is asking? Experience. But if you know hide date, can't you calculate the experience? If you know date of birth, can't you calculate the age? Yes. Similarly, if you know hide date, can't you calculate the experience? Yes. How? What? What you write? Select what? Select e name, comma. Then how to calculate experience? How to calculate age of the person if you know date of birth? How to calculate age, boss? You know date of birth. I'll give the date of birth. I'll ask you to calculate the age. How you calculate? Today's date minus date of birth. Today's date minus date of birth. Similarly, experience. What? Today's date minus height date. Then today's date. How? Sys date. Sys date refers to today's date. Sys date minus what? Height date. Sys date minus height date. Then what is this? This is expression, na? A plus B, A minus B, A into B. They're all expressions, arithmetic expressions. Give name. How? Give name. How? As experience from EMP. Then what is this query gives? This query gives experience. What this query gives? Experience. So then, so this employee, but it is showing experience in what's that? You see that It is showing experience in days. It is showing experience in days. Okay. If you want, you see the hide date also. Select hide date also. Select hide date. Run this query. Then it is showing, see, he joined in 26 March. 26 March. How many days completed? Today is 30. Then 4 days. And he joined in 2020. Second employee joined in 2020. Then how many days completed? 1260 days. And he joined on February 18th, 2020. And so it is calculating the experience in what days, but I want experience in years. Then by default, it is giving experience in days, but you want it in years. Then divide this value with 365. Yes or no? Then how? See, sys date minus hide date by what? 365. So sys date minus hide date by 365. Yes or no? Then what it gives? It gives experience in years. Now run this query. Now see this. Then, so what is this experience is? 0, because he joined 4 days back. Then your experience is 3 years. His experience is 6 years, 2 years, 0, 0. Okay, understood? Now it is showing the experience in what? Years. So by default, Oracle calculate the difference between two dates in what? By default, Oracle calculate the difference between two dates in days, but you want difference in years. Then by 365. Okay, then, but what the problem is, you see the decimal part. You see the decimal part. It is showing what? Number of decimal places. I don't want this many decimal places. I want to round this value to integer. You understood? I don't want to show this decimal part. I want to round this value to integer. So 0 point, round it to 0. 3.4, round it to 3. 6.1, round it to 6. 2.8, round it to 3. 2.8, na? Round it to 3. Like that. I want to round this value to integer. How to round the value to integer? Then Oracle is given a function. Oracle is given a function. What that function is? Oracle is given a function called round function. It is given round function. Okay. Then, so you pass 3.3. Then you pass 3.3. It is rounded to 3. Okay, na? 3.3 rounded to 3. 3.5. 3.5. 4. 3.6. 4. 3.2. 3. Okay. 0.5 above 0.5 rounded to 4. Below 0.5 rounded to 3. Okay, na? Then apply this function. What? So what here? Then apply what? Round function. Then round. So what is rounded? This whole thing is rounded. After dividing value with 365, you are getting some value now. I'm rounding that value. That value is rounded to integer. Rounded to integer. So 0.0 is rounded to 0. 3.4, 3, 6.1, 6, 2.8, 3, 0.0, like this. You check. Now you see this 0.3630. Understood? Now that's oh, semicolon is okay, sir. Here, okay. They're writing just one minute. Then so that when you are practicing, okay, but just what don't simply what type the query and click the run button. Okay, you'll not get the knowledge if you simply type and run. What you go step by step, then you'll understand. First, write sysdate minus idate. Check what it is giving. It is giving in days, but you want years. Then divide with 365. Then check what it is giving. It is giving decimal part, big, but I want to round it to integer. Then apply round. If you go step by step, then you'll understand what are the importance. Okay. Then, so, sir, here in SQL plus, this is SQL plus. Okay. What is this is? This is what? SQL plus. I'm running the query, but here semicolon is must. SQL plus what? Semicolon is compulsory. If you don't give semicolon, it is showing the next line number. Next line, it is going to line 4. Okay, na? Again, press enter. Then, so just it is giving SQL prompt. So command is not executed because semicolon is must. Okay, na? But in SQL developer, so here you are clicking the run button. That's why semicolon is not required. You're running the like what? Clicking the what, sir? Run button. You're clicking the run button. That's why semicolon is not required. Sorry, here, what is the semicolon? What is the purpose of semicolon? End. So if you give semicolon, press enter, the command is executed. You understood or not? Give semicolon, press enter, command is executed. But here we are executing command by clicking the run button. That's why semicolon is not required. Understood now? Then, okay, now, okay. Then next, then. So this is one. Let's see, suppose, for example, display what? E-name, salary, HRA, DA, tax, total sal. DA, E-name, salary, HRA, DA, tax, total sal. E-name, salary, HRA, DA, tax, total sal. And then what? Okay, now then. So select what? E-name, comma, salary. Then next what? E-name, salary. Then HRA. Then sorry, HRA is not there. What is there in the table? Only salary is there. HRA is not there. DA is not there. Tax is not there. What is HRA means? HRA means what? House rent allowance. Suppose assume this is 20% on sale. Assume it's 20% on sale. What is the next one? DA. What is DA? Dearness allowance. Dearness allowance. What is that is? 30% on salary. HRA is 20%. DA is what? 30%. Tax. Tax is what? Let's say 10% on sal. What is total sal? Equal to salary plus HRA plus DA minus tax. HRA, DA are allowances. They are added to the salary. Tax is deducted from salary. HRA, DA added to the salary. Tax is deducted from salary. Okay, na? That. Hmm? That. But you won't know this. You will know this if you get government job. Okay. If you get software job, only one. Okay, na? Then. Okay, then. So I want to write a query. So they given this specification. For this, you have to write query. What? Select what, sir? E name. Next one, sal. Next, what? Is asking HRA. Whatever the columns is asking to display, that column should be there in select. If he's asking 6 columns, in select also 6 columns should be there. In output is asking 6 columns. In select also 6 columns. E name, salary. What is the next one? HRA. I given the formula for HRA. What is that is? 20% on sal. How to write 20% on sal? Sal into what's it? 0.2. 20 by 100, na? 0.2. And then give some name. What? As HRA. Next. What? Sal into 0.3 as DA. Next one. Sal into 0.1 as tax. Next one. Total salary. Then salary plus HRA. Then, but here, once again, salary plus. I cannot write like this. I cannot write. See, this is heading. We cannot use this name in another expression. What is this? Is just what changing the heading, boss. It is not permanent. It is not a column. It is just only name. You cannot use this name in another expression. Then what? Again, you have to write sal into 0.2 plus sal into 0.3 minus sal into 0.1 as total sal from EMP. Okay, na? Then sal into 0.2, sal into 0.3, sal into 0.1, this one. Then what? Okay, then. Okay, so execute this, then run this query. Okay, now. So run this query, then running this query. Now see this. What? Then it is showing what? 5,000. See, first employee, Sachin, salary 5,000. Then what is the HRA? Name is Sachin, salary 5,000. What is the HRA? 20%. What is the 20%? 20% on 5,000. 1,000. Yes. DA is how much? 30%. What is the 30% on 5,000? 30% on 5,000. 1,500. Tax is 10%. What is the 10%? 1,000. Next one. 10%, no? Sorry. 10% is how much? 500. 500. 5,000. So then this is 20%, 1,000. 30%, 1,500. 5%, sorry, 10%, 500. So what is the total? 5,000 plus 1,000, 1,500 minus 500. 5,000 salary, HRA plus 1,000, 6,000 plus 1,500, 7,500 minus tax. Then, 7,000. Okay, then okay na. So this is HRE is added. Okay, DA is added. Tax is deducted. So 5,000 plus 1,000, 6,000, 1,500, 7,500 minus 500, 7,000. And you see that 7,000. 5,000, HRA is 1,000, DA is 1,500, tax is 500, total 7,000. Okay, that's all. So what you're learning is how to perform calculations on data. What you are performing is calculations, calculating annual salary, calculating HRA, DA, tax, calculating experience. Then understood? Then now, okay. Then so okay. Suppose then, but if these columns are added to the table, if these columns are added to the table, HRA, DA, tax, total salary, these columns are added to the table. No, they're not added. They're only displayed. They're only displayed, but they're not added to the table. Sir, select statement only display the data. Select statement will not add columns, add rows to the table. It will not add, it will only display. At the time of displaying, it is calculating HRA, DA tax and displaying. But original table remains same. If you go and see the original table, like suppose, for example, if you see the original table, what select start from EMP. The original table remains what? Same. You see this, that the table remains same. Okay now? Then understood? Only in this query, it is calculating HRA and displaying, but original table same. Okay now? Then. But here, we can also use these expressions in where clause. Suppose I want employees what having more than 2 years of experience. Then what? I don't want all the employees. I want only the employees having more than 2 years experience. Then select what? I want to see employees having more than 2 years of experience. Then what? Select what? Select. I want to see employee data, employee details. Then select star. Select star from EMP. Select star from EMP. Then what? I'm not asking all the employees. I'm asking particular employees. Then where? Whenever you want particular, apply where condition. Where what's it? Experience should be greater than 2. Having more than 2 years experience. Experience should be greater than 2. Tell me, is experience is there in the table? No. Then what? Calculate. How to calculate? How to calculate? You know, na, sys date minus what? Height date. But sys date minus height date gives experience in days. But our condition is based on years. Then divide by 365. Divide with 365. 365. What this gives? This gives experience in years. If it is greater than 2, then display. Understood? Okay, na? Then if you want round, if you round, round. If you don't want to round, okay. Okay, na? Then understood or not? Sir, if you don't round, then it will show 2.8. If you round, then it will be rounded to 3. That's all. Okay. Then now execute this query. Execute this query. Then what is this query? This query will display each and every employee. All the employees who are having more than 3 years. Sorry, 2 years, more than 2 years. So this employee is having 20, joined in 18, 21. All these employees are having more than 2 years of experience. Yes. Employees having more than 2 years experience, working since 2 years. Understood. But in the output, is it showing the experience? In the output, is it showing the experience? No. Why? In the output, is it showing the experience? No. Why? Answer is simple, because we are not selecting. Sir, what columns are displayed in the output? What columns are displayed in the output depends on select. Depends on select. Sir, if you write select what e-name, then it will show only e-names. It is showing only 3 names. Only the 3 employees having more than 2 years experience. It is showing only the names. Then suppose I select what hide date, then it will show names and what hide date. Sir, what you select, that is displayed. If you say select star, then all the fields. If you select e-name, then it will show only e-name. Select hide date, then e-name and hide date. But which employees names, and it is showing which employees names who are having more than 2 years experience. In the output, I want to see the experience also. Then in the output also, I want to see the experience. Then in the output also, I want to see the experience. Then it is not showing the experience now. I want to see the experience. Then what is as? What is as? First, tell me what how to calculate experience. Then next as. Sir, in the output also, I want to see the experience. Then write this in the select what? Sysdate minus hide date by 365 as okay. Sysdate minus hide date by 365. Then what it is showing? It is showing what, sir? Experience. Yes or no? But you see the heading sysdate minus hide date by 365. I don't want to change. I want to change this heading. Then as experience, as experience. Then heading is changed. I don't want to show this many decimal places. Then round, apply round function, round, apply round. Then now run this. So 363. Experience greater than 2 or not? Yes. Okay. Then confusing. Huh? Confusing. Then one not. Ah, okay. 1 second. Then okay. First write this. Okay, na? Okay. So then what is asking is asking you want to see some at least 1 or 2 decimal points. Then what you suppose 30, suppose okay, 3 point what's that? 3.4567 something. It is like this. What if I say bracket? Then what? It is rounded to 3. It is rounded to 3. Yes. If you want, I want to round this to two decimal places. Then you say comma two, comma two. It is rounded to two decimals. What is the output? 3.45. Actually 45. 3.45. If next digit is 5 or above 5, this 5 is rounded to 6. If the next digit is what? 5 or above 5, this 5 is rounded to 6. 3.46. Understood now? Next digit is 3.4537. Then 4, 5. 4, 5 only. If next digit is 5 or 5 above 5, this 5 is rounded to 6. If the next digit is below 5, this 5 is rounded to 5 only. Okay, na? Then here what? See, this is round. Then what do you have to say? This is the number. You want to round this number to how many decimal places? 2. Then what do you have to say? Comma 2, comma 2, comma 2. Then run this. You see 3.47, 3.47, 6.12, 2.8. Sir, clear? Okay, then that's okay, na? So then, so you want employees who are what having more than 2 years. That's why you're writing where condition. But in the where condition, suppose what this is the where condition. Okay, then if you write like this, it will show only the names and height dates. There are three employees having more than 2 years of experience. It is showing three employee names and height date. But in the output also, I want to see the experience. Then in the output, you want to see the experience. Then write the same thing in what? If you want to see something in the output, that should be there in select. If it is there in select, it will show. If you don't select, it will not show. Then write the same expression in select. Then what? Comma. Then this one. So I'm writing the same expression in select. Okay. Because what is the heading you want? Experience. That's why I'm giving name as experience. That's all. Understood now? That. Okay. So we'll continue this Monday.